低槍！
你開槍我就殺咗你。
Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Phil Sharp, and this is my review of Black Ransom. Black Ransom tells the story of a veteran cop, played by Simon Yam, trying to figure out who's kidnapping local gang bosses. The film is completely generic, in that it follows all the conventions of the genre. At times, the plot has holes big enough that you could almost fit these monstrous lapses of logic into them. Why is it always so easy to get past a police barricade in the movies? Apparently all you have to do is show up as a teenage girl going, no, that's my father in there, even while people are shooting at each other and blowing things up in there. So go ahead, miss. Don't worry, it's his daughter. Or how about when one of the bad guys sends a photo of Simon Yam's daughter to him, and shortly thereafter Simon leaves the girl alone in the flat while he goes out to try and catch the guy that sent him the photo of his daughter. There are a few of those kinds of things, but still, this film does manage to entertain. And that, for me, is always the point. It's not designed to break new generic ground, and it doesn't need to. What sets this film apart for me, admittedly in a somewhat limited fashion, is the performances by some of the actors. Simon Yam is obviously a very dependable presence, and his character seemed very believable to me. Granted, it's not really a big stretch for him, but he brings a lot of believability to an aging detective raising a daughter alone while facing his growing irrelevance and age handicap at work. This part of the film was, for me, handled with a lot more depth and sensitivity than usual, and I really appreciated that. Some of the smaller roles in the film are played by actors that we might recognize from a while ago that don't get as much work nowadays as they used to, but I was still glad to see them. One of the reasons I was glad is that they did a good job in their roles. My biggest pleasant surprise when I watched Black Ransom in the cinema was a cameo appearance by Gloriana Wong. She has a very small role in just one scene, but I felt that she acted with a level of intensity and realism that were noteworthy. Now, I'm not saying that just to be nice or because I know her or because she looks like this. I'm saying it because it's true. Her acting was, to me, very realistic and very believable considering the situation that she's in the scene, and I found myself being empathetic. Speaking of empathy and realism, I was very impressed with Andy Onchikit in this film. His performance was notable to me for its sheer physical demands. And I'm not saying that just because he looks like this. If I looked like that, I probably wouldn't wear pants either, although I'm not wearing pants now. His fight scenes are the kind of things that make me realize that I'm getting old. What I mean is, I'm actually glad to watch him doing those scenes, but I'm also glad that I'm not the one doing them. And so are you. He doesn't have that many lines in the film, and he's dubbed into Cantonese, but at least he gets away better than his co-stars. The two leading female actors are dubbed into Cantonese, and to me it really distracted from their scenes. As does the fact that one of them appears to have some kind of clause in her contract that ensures that she's only going to be shot in very soft focus. She almost looked computer generated for most of the film, and I have no idea why. Now, Black Ransom is, not just because of its cast, very China-friendly, but to me it achieved the goal through logical narrative progress as opposed to some third reel revelation. Haha, I am a police officer and you are under arrest. Cower before the might of the authorities. So while this film didn't win any Golden Horse Awards, I was entertained by this movie, and I think you would be too. Now that said, you know how I want you to check it out. In the description, there's a link where you could buy this movie. That's what I want you to do. If you can rent it, get it on video on demand, go ahead. To be honest, I don't watch television, so I don't know about that stuff. That's up to you to find out. What I can say is don't download this movie. I don't care if it's old. I don't care if it's not good enough for you. I really don't give a shit. Stop downloading movies. Stop killing the industry that makes movies that you like. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, please leave me a comment anyway. If you enjoy these reviews in general, please think about subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching.